everyone, and welcome back to another Absurd Heroine video. I hope that your week is going as well as possibly can be. Today, we are going to be playing Jegantha, the Wellspring. So this is a pretty cool companion. No card in your starting deck has more than one of the same mana symbol in its mana cost, and then you can tap it to put all 5 colors into your mana pool, and the mana cannot be spent to pay generic mana cost. So what do you think of when you think of that, right? Well, I know what I think of, and I think of Niv-Mizzet Reborn, because Niv-Mizzet Reborn is basically, you can just tap Jegantha to bring out Niv-Mizzet Reborn, right? So then what does Niv-Mizzet Reborn mean? It means having a deck with all of the different mana costs in their converted mana costs, right? So, or not converted mana cost, I apologize. The mana cost has all these different guilds costs in them. So for those of you who don't know, Niv-Mizzet Reborn, flying, and when Niv-Mizzet Reborn enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards from your library. For each color pair, choose a card that is exactly those colors from among them, and then you put the chosen cards into your hand and the rest into the bottom of your library in a random order. So that means that you can put 10 cards into your hand if you hit every guild color combination. I have yet to see that happen. I have yet to make it happen myself or see somebody else do it. But it means that you put into your deck all sorts of the, all of the 10 different guilds casting costs to try to maximize your deck to cover all the different things that you want your deck to be doing. I am not going to say that this is the perfect Niv-Mizzet deck, because it's probably not, but it's all right. Gets the job done. It gets the job done. So what do we got? We have Paradise Druid, Angrath's Rampage, Feybarrow Elder for Celestia. Feybarrow Elder is also really, really good in this deck, because if you have if you have Niv-Mizzet out, then Feybarrow Elder is a 5/5 that can tap for 5, which is great. Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath, Teferi Time Raveler, Oath of Kaya, the Royal Scions is my Izzet doesn't really have a lot of really great options here. Honestly, Izzet kind of wants to be in an Izzet deck. Izzet things want to be in Izzet decks, not in multicolored decks. But we're using the Royal Scions here for the Izzet part. Rhythm of the Wild, and the Rhythm of the Wild is great, because if you get it out before you get Jegantha out, then you can give Jegantha haste and then bring out a Niv-Mizzet with haste and just smash face for a lot and get a bunch of cards. Deafening Clarion is our Boros. Ashiok Nightmare's Muse is our Dimir. Then Garruk is our Golgari. So like I said, it's definitely far from perfect. There's probably a couple of things that could be very good in here that I have not put in here. Counter spells being one of them. This is a very control heavy meta right now, and this is a mid-range deck without a lot of control on its own. So you could have put like Dovin's that counter spell. Dovin's something. Dovin's not dismissal and not acuity. Oh, why don't we just look it up? Dovin's something. Dovin's something. Veto. Dovin's Veto is the one I'm thinking of. You could put this in there. You could also put Absorb in here if you wanted to really worry about counters, but I didn't want to fill it up with all of the Azorius stuff. You could definitely fill it up with blue-white. And that's not the point. The point is to hit as many different things as possible. So that's the deck. By the way, if you like what I do and you like the stuff that I make, then please think about becoming a patron or joining the Discord server. You could also just like and subscribe my videos and share them and all that stuff. That's also very good. Awesome. So now with all of that out of the way, let's go. All right. Oh, and I forgot to talk about lands. I put a bunch of the triomes in it, but only the triomes that had the Bant colors in them, because Bant is kind of like our most important core. Because we have Feybarrow Elder and Paradise Druid and Jegantha to help get us online. This looks fine though. I'm gonna keep it. So we can, probably gonna want to do this one. The Endatha, because it has white and green. Tin Street Dodger. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I think we're still going on the plan. Maybe we want the land out for Deafening Clarion. I think that might be actually what we want to do. It's a Cavalcade deck. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. So we could bring out a Paradise Druid for no particular purpose, I don't think. Other than dying to a Deafening Clarion, because it's not going to ramp us into a Feybarrow Elder or a Deafening Clarion or Teferi, because we, you know, we'll be able to have those things. So we can cast a Fairy, we can cast Feybarrow Elder, and we can cast Deafening Clarion next turn. So we'll see what they do. If they don't play any creatures, we'll probably Teferi. If they do play creatures, we'll probably Deafening Clarion. Or do we want to Teferi? Maybe we just want to Paradise Druid at this point? Because if we do Paradise Druid now, then we can Jegantha next turn. Yeah, let's do that. They didn't cast any creatures. Deafening Clarion will wipe a Cavalcade of Calamity's board. Except for Torbran. If they bring out a Torbran, we have to Teferi it. Lots of people wonder what I drink while well, I do stream sometimes. But lots of people wonder what I'm drinking while I am recording, and today is whiskey. It is Knob Creek Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. This was a gift, a Christmas gift that I finally broke open, and now I am drinking it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not my favorite, but it's not a bad whiskey by any stretch of the imagination. Do y'all have a favorite pet, like, in the game? Or at least favorite pet? I really like the owl. Owl's probably my favorite. Owl or cat. Not the elemental cat. The very first cat that they came out with, it was super cute, but it's obvious that their ambitions have grown since then. Okay, so our Paradise Druid is probably going to die right here. Right here and now. But I think we're bringing out Jegantha. Then next turn, we can do a whole bunch of things. We have a lot of white, with not a lot of white mana sources. We only have one white mana source, so we're probably Teferiing next turn. Unless they drop a bunch of dudes, in which case we will Deafening Clarion, because we're getting a wee bit low. Not super happy on how low we're getting. So wouldn't mind Deafening Clarioning away a board, and then getting in with Jegantha for 5 lifelink. I would be okay with that happening. Well, there's the Torbran. But I think we're going to Teferi the heck out of that Torbran.
I am not going to sit this one out. Trust me, I have a plan.
Okay. And do we get in with Jegantha? I don't really want to pay for anything, considering we're only at 13. So I guess we can, if we tap this dude, we can Royal Scions and Feybarrow Elder. So I think we should do that. The Tin Street Dodger is probably going to kill Teferi. Okay, don't care about that too much. But at least they won't be able to drop their Torbran and kill Teferi, unless they lose their Tin Street Dodger, or they have another mana, which they could have another mana. It's perfectly possible. But we will bounce the Torbran again if they cast it. And probably Deafening Clarion at that point. Yep. Yep.
Only time will tell.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna lose our Paradise Druid here. I think that's okay. I think we are gonna deafen Clarion though. And I guess give them the trade if they want. All right. Kind of don't want to do that. I highly doubt they would want to trade. Let's see if they want to. I would be okay with it. Okay. Garrick. Garrick is good. So let's see, what do we need to cast a fairy? We need a plains. Or we could just cast Garrick. Could just cast Garrick. Yeah, I mean, F it, like. Let's cast Garrick. Ooh, here we go. Sure. Sure, I'll take all that. Why not? Didn't even look at it very hard. I mean, yeah. If we turn 3 Rhythm of the Wilds, we can turn 4 Fabor Elder, Fabor Elder. So, I suppose. What do they got? Zirda. Okay, so this is a cycle deck. Very well, very well. Alright, that's not really what we wanted. So we're gonna have to get a red or a green. So I'm gonna get green here. So we need more green sources than we need red sources. Take 1, 2, 3? 3 maybe? Honestly, Zirda's not the best cycle companion. I think Lurrus is the best cycle companion right now. Alright, so we get our green mana source. Aye. And then we shall Rhythm of the Wilds. Just in case they have counters. So far we haven't seen blue. But, you know, there are counter spells with cycling attached to them. We'll probably bounce this fox. We can't cast Fabor or Elder and bounce the fox, unfortunately. But we are going to need to do that. Because it's going to start hurting us. Sure. We need to keep track of how many things of cycling they have in the graveyard too, because there's the Zenith whatever is the face finisher basically. Okay. So we have to pay 2 to bring this into play to cast both of our Fabor Elders and our Teferi. Right? Yeah. Deal 3, cast another Fabor Elder.
Sorry I'm late. Don't worry, I got this.
Okay. There's another Teferi, that's good. So next turn we can Jegantha and Niv-Mizzet. I mean, can we just kill them next turn if we wanted to?
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
With our hasty haste, right? Because these represent 5 damage if we draw a land, which we didn't. Okay. So, do we want to attack with Niv? Probably, right? Instead of our Fabo or Elder. All the things. You only got 3 that time, but that's okay. Those are good. 3 good things. Okay. So, attack. Okay. Should probably Oath of Kaya to get out of the danger zone here. We can Oath of Kaya and Teferi? Or Uru? Right? That's green, blue, something. Yeah. We should be able to do that. That one. And it doesn't matter because it's just gonna die. But we just want to gain as much life as possible, right? Because how many do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So they can deal 6. If they draw land, they can deal 6 damage and gain 6 with that Zenith, whatever it is. Zenith Flare? I can't remember the name of it. But I think we can kill them. We can't bring Uro back yet. But we could Garrick, right? We could... We'd have to tap a Fabo or Elder for that. But Fabo or Elders would be 3 3s if they kill a Niv-Mizzet. Okay. They're not even gonna do it. They don't have it, maybe. They're just making dudes. They're making dudes to stay alive. Okay. Fine. We could Royal Scions to give something +2/+0 and trample. We could Teferi to remove something. I guess we'll just Scions. That's the safest bet.
I appreciate clean victory.
A bit of style doesn't hurt. There is no virtue without bravery.
Keep Jegantha back. Oh, okay. They just decided to take all of it. Cool. Cool. I mean, if they cycled one more time, they could have made another dude and blocked one of our 5/5s. Yeah. But cool. I mean, sure. We don't have any of our ramp, but we have 2 Teferis. What are we playing against? Yorion? I wish you could see that. I'm pretty sure that's a Yorion right there. And this is not bad against Yorion. Teferi's good against Yorion. If you can keep him on the field. Alright, Rhythm of the Wild's good against Yorion if we find a red mana source. So, I guess. Yorion is strong though. So we shall see. Temple of Plenty. Yes. So it's Bant Yorion at the least. Okay, let's hope that we draw a red here soon. They haven't cast anything, which is a nice. Maybe they think that we have a counterspell. Maybe they have a counterspell. Okay. I mean... Where's your counterspell? Give it to me. Or never cast one again until you deal with Teferi. There it is. So they did have one. Now they probably play their own Teferi. And we'll probably Rhythm of the Wild. So we want to make sure that we can cast our Jegantha or Niv-Mizzet here against Yorion control. Yep.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. This might be a bad idea.
So they kept a blue up for dispersal, probably? Or dismissal, whatever it is. Dispute? Dispute. That's the name of it. Dispute. But you can't dispute a non-blue card. So next turn we'll Jegantha and Niv-Mizzet. See what we can do. Kill their Teferi at the very least.
I've got it.
Okay. So I guess we get black here. No, not that one, this one. So they're gonna counter this. So we're gonna Angrath's Rampage them. No, wait. Let's Teferi. What would we rather have? Would we rather get rid of their Teferi or cast our own? I think we'd rather get rid of their Teferi. Maybe we can do
This isn't a
both?
fight you can win.
That sounds fine to me. You do realize you can't counter my spells now that Teferi's on the field. You either counter Teferi or you don't. Let's see. What does Bant have? I think we just do this. I think we just do this. Ooh, and Niv-Mizzet. How delightful. So at this point, do we even Rhythm of the Wilds? They can't counter our Teferi. Oh, okay. Shark Typhoon. Sure. Well, that's unfortunate. There was no way that we could have cast Teferi and Rhythm of the Wilds. And I still feel like they have a counterspell in hand for Rhythm of the Wilds. Or maybe not. What do they have now? They could Dovin's Veto it. They could do a lot of stuff. But if we Rhythm of the Wild, we can Jegantha and Niv-Mizzet next turn. Or we could just Niv-Mizzet right now and not worry about Rhythm. What could they do in the meantime that could lock us down? Narset's not going to be a problem for Niv-Mizzet because we're not drawing those cards. What else? Nisa? Okay, that's nice. And I guess we'll pay for Oath of Kaya too. Might as well. So they could steal anything at this point, right? They have 7 mana. So they could steal our Rhythm. Which is probably what they're going to do. With a Agent of Treachery is what I'm thinking of. Agent of Treachery away. Which we don't have protection for. Why do they always have it? Why do they always have the things that they need? Not quite sure.
Let's slow this down. That's more like it.
Another Niv-Mizzet. Jeez Louise. Okay. I really want this Rhythm of the Wild. Give it to me. Watch them steal it again. Just Agent of Treachery, my Teferi. Yorion. So they probably Yorion, then steal Teferi? That's my guess. And I guess that wouldn't be my least favorite thing in the world. So then we could Garrick and get in. That's like not, this isn't the worst thing ever. Like, they only have one target for Yorion. That's a-okay in my book. They really want the Rhythm of the Wilds. That's so fucking hilarious, actually. It's actually really funny. Now they have a counterspell for Garrick? Okay. I really don't know why they care so much about our Rhythm of the Wilds. I mean, maybe we shouldn't care about it so much. Like, why do we care about it so much? Honestly. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, so they'd rather kill Teferi than Garrick. That seems like... Oh, yeah, sure. I guess that seems alright. Make some dudes. And I think we're just gonna Niv-Mizzet here. We're just gonna Niv-Mizzet. They can counter it. We have 2 more. Okay. Yeah, that's what the Rhythm of the Wild is for. It's for that. We got a fair amount, including another Rhythm of the Wild, so cool. We also got a Deafening Clarion, so we can get Garrick up when we bring out his puppies. So next turn we'll try another Rhythm of the Wild, I guess. Could bring back Uro. But we could Deafening Clarion and Oath of Kaya to kill the Uro. They give me haste. Sure. So we can just kill it next turn. That's cool. Or not. Oh, okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. I thought they did the other thing. Escape. I thought they escaped it. Then they were gonna haste it and then attack with it. Oh, Shrouded Sky, okay. Sure. I'll take that. I mean, they must have another one, right? Okay. So I'm gonna pay for that. Okay. I kind of want a Jegantha and Niv-Mizzet again. What do we have for... We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we actually have all the colors, so I don't even need Jegantha. I'll just Fable or Elder. It's cool. Okay.
We are the apex predators.
Man, they really care about that rhythm. I mean, I suppose it's strong here, right? Oh, we don't have all the colors. What are we missing? We're missing blue. Okay, we're missing blue. That's cool. It's good to know. But we'll get in for as much as possible. If they cast a creature, we can Garruk it.
You're not scared of dogs, are you?
You're not scared of dogs. You scared of dogs? Attack! My dogs. I suppose I could have dropped the Rhythm of the Wild first so that the Faber Elder was a 4/4 instead of a 3/3, but hopefully we don't lose by 1. Oh, okay. So I think we'll Rhythm, then we can 1, 2... Do we only have 1 red mana source? We do only have 1 red mana source, which is unfortunate. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Still Rhythm. And then we'll Jegantha. Haste. And then we'll Niv-Mizzet. And I guess we'll put a counter in it. And get a bunch of stuff. We're gonna have to dump some stuff here. But I guess we don't need 2 rhythms. What do we not want here? Because we don't need another Deafening Clarion. We probably don't need another rhythm. And an Oath of Kaya? Okay. So Garruk might die here, but if Garruk doesn't die here, we kill their shark. And we can just planeswalker to the moon. Okay, Niv-Mizzet probably. What do they have in here that they're gonna want to get back? Agents of Treachery probably. We can Ashiok this dude next turn, which is probably what we're gonna do. We only have a few turns. Sacrifice an artifact, creature, or planeswalker. I would really like to get rid of this Elspeth before they get back one of their Agents of Treachery, but what are you gonna do? We might be able to just kill them. They're attacking us. Okay. So we can attack them for 8, 9, 8, 10, 12. We can attack them for a lot. And they can't counter our stuff. Okay, non-token. Okay, got it, got it. So red, black, blue, green, white. That is so close to being able to kill them. Actually, it is, because we have Oath of Kaya. Grant! Attack with everything. Attack with all the things. Oh, it is enough. Oh, it's way more than enough. My math. Hopefully nobody was cringing over there for that. It was way more than enough. Alrighty, what do we got here? I think this is fine. Paradise Druid, turn 2. Faber Elder turn 3. We can cycle this Triome if we just draw lands. I'm gonna put down this Triome first because we got black. Okay, so we're against a Lurrus deck. Hateful Eidolon Lurrus deck. So they have Ghost Form in here. I mean, that's not the worst thing that you could put a Ghost Form onto. But we might have trouble with this one. Well, we just have to survive. And they have to not get a Cauldron Familiar and a Oven. Okay, Deafening Clarion, so that will draw them 2 cards and deal 3 damage to us, 2 damage to us. So I'm not sure if I actually want to cast that. So we're just gonna Faber our Elder here. Fiend Artisan. Okay. Sure. They got their Cauldron Familiar. Next turn it's gonna be Lurrus. Ay, Chihuahua. Okay. So this pains me greatly. But we might have to Deafening Clarion here. Or maybe we'll do it next turn. No. Because then they're going to put their Ghost Form on their kitty cat. I think we just survive until we draw some more bigger things. Okay, that's good. I guess I should have tapped my Faber Elder at that point. So we're gonna have 1, 2. We're gonna have enough mana here, I think, to actually cast our Jegantha this turn. Or even our Niv. No, I don't think we have the mana for Niv-Mizzet. We don't have the correct combination. Yeah. I guess I'll take red. Okay, so we'll try to Niv-Mizzet next turn and just overrun them. We're gonna try and overrun them. That's our strategy at present. Sure. They do only have 3 lands, which is good. That is good for us. Okay, cracks it. Sure. Deafening Clarion. I think we're just going to Niv. Rah. And we could attack with this dude. What would they block with? Everything? They'd have to block with everything, and then we can choose what dies. I think that's fine. Sure, just one thing dies. And then we can do nothing. Then we'll do nothing. Next turn we can Deafening Clarion to give all of our dudes lifelink. We're gonna lose our Paradise Druid, but I think that's a worthy sacrifice. Sorry, Paradise Druid. Sure. Or we could Deafening Clarion twice. Yep. To kill the Lurrus for sure. They could block with the Lurrus if they could block with it if they wanted to. If you really wanna. Haha! Take that, Lurrus! Better than Yorion, better than Lurrus. You saw it here first. It's really not. I'm getting very lucky. So, that is Jegantha Niv-Mizzet. I had a really fun time with this deck. I had a fun time making it, and I had a fun time playing it. I'm sure there could be things that could be swapped out for better choices for the guild colors, but I think Fabo or Elder is 100% what you want, as well as Rhythm of the Wild. Deafening Clarion I don't think came into play too much tonight, but that's also that has been solid in my playtesting. But yeah, like Angrass Rampage is kind of like meh. Teferi obviously really good, very very strong. Royal Scion's kind of meh, but yeah, you can play around with the core as much, or play around with the core as much as you like. The extra cards outside of the core, more or less. But yeah, very, very fun deck. I quite enjoyed it. I am surprised that we beat that Yorion deck because this deck doesn't usually do very well against Yorion. That's kind of a big weakness of it. It's not very good against certain control type matchups. If you can't get them real quick, then they end up just outvaluing you in the end, which is kind of funny because this is a very value-centric deck, but yeah. There you have it. I hope you had a fun time watching me play it. I definitely had a fun time playing it for you. If you like what I do, make sure you like and subscribe, join the Patreon, join the Discord. We have fun, we hang out, we do stuff together, it's cool. And then, yeah, until the next time that we meet, good luck in all of your games. Ciao.